Let's just go balls deep on this one. Hey people, Seth here, hoping you're all having a wonderful day. Beautiful. Alright, seems like everything is a go. I'll get the boring shit out of the way first. Oh yeah, there's a mod for crouch walking in MGS3 now. That is none of my effort, that's Red Code Interactive, or someone from their ranks. We are public, good. Ah, yes. Something about the enemy alert phase, but there is your evidence that this is in Japanese. However, wow, there are English translated weapon descriptions. How on... Now, I don't even know how this is possible. A crocodile-shaped hat? I would never have known that. Let's see... Revival pill. CIA developed top-secret pill. Temporarily causes fake death state. Unfortunately, it says press circle to use, even though it's press X. But, you know, it is a direct translation. I am fully prepared to admit, I am shit at translating things, however I have done it. And I believe the weapon descriptions are capable of being, I could probably release the weapon description thing now, but I don't think anybody would really care for it at the moment. 2 weapons lab, East Wing is written on the side. Ooh. A cardboard box? I wonder if people can see through walls. I feel like the more that I mess with the game's coding, the buggier it seems to get. Rykov. Nope, there's your game over. Press L3 to emit a ping. See, sometimes, yeah, I had to really think about the specific wording I would use on this shit. Cardboard box A. A box made of cardboard. I mean, did you want anything more bloody direct? I've gotten 1 view, and it's 2 minutes in. I figure... How do I get a link to this for myself? Maybe it's because I put a question mark in the title and nobody wants to watch that shit. Maybe it feels just as disingenuous as it really is. Oh shit. A large knife for CQC. I had to abbreviate that one down because I think it would be better to say close quarters battle. It wasn't directly CQC. But, you know, the English version of the spacing, the English font is smaller. The spacing is not ideal. So some concessions had to be made. Sorry, me matey. You can just do this with this fucking suit on. The fuck? Come on, who wants a piece? Where am I being shot at from? Behind? Oh, get over it. But yeah. That is Banjo Ginga for you. Ooh, one concurrent viewer. I need more people to watch before I enter the next section of this. So for now, I'm just gonna run upstairs and let the guards shoot the Soviet scientists for my amusement. Sorry, me matey. They actually do walk kind of like Snake without weapons. When they're just walking around. See, they actually just don't care about this. They don't care about the scientists. It's like, it's one of the worst details of the game, how awful they are to the smart people in their country. Big Boss's Psycho Park amusement. Indeed. He's even wearing his gimp suit. Ah, yes. Nice. We call that a tactical RPG usage. Fucking hell. Alright. Where am I getting shot up from? Come on, dude. It's not that bad. I'm sorry. Can you... Excellent. 2 views now. This is going exactly to plan. Maybe I could find an opportunity to do that funny glitch. Okay. Nah, I don't think I'll be able to get this off. Not while there's a camera on, unfortunately. Shite. If you tap R2 in time to equip something, you can CQC with pretty much any gun. Even if it's not that great an idea. Alright, you fuck. The guards screaming is really funny. Well, not the guards, the scientists. Alright. Anyway, yeah, I have translated all of the weapon descriptions in the Japanese version. This is the first thing to say. And it looks like this isn't gonna get very many views, so... I will go back to the main menu for the next half of this fucking charade. I pressed continue, didn't I? Son of a bitch. Alright. Jix9 Isla 1986. Lol. Who the fuck are you? Wow. Alright. So hopefully, you two prats will be the only people who will see this live, and maybe it's not even that momentous an occasion. Maybe this is just some stupid bullshit that only I care about. But... Are you oh, why is that written in English? Could it be that someone's been trying to translate MGS3? Fuck it. Just watch the fucking bullshit cutscenes. No, I couldn't find where the subtitles are for this. No, it's not a blind playthrough. It is a... It is a fully seen playthrough. However, it is in Japanese. And it's full screen. Son of a bitch. Oh well, whatever. But I have been working to translate the Japanese cutscenes in English. Kioska. All of these credits are textures, which is why I wasn't able to get to them. I don't know what the textures are called, and they're not called anything sensible. I will now shut up. By the way, Jix, that just means that your birthday is 3 days after Kojima's. Peace. You're Daredevil. Ah, right, yeah. What is up is I have been translating MGS3, the Japanese version, fresh, and I am testing to see who will give a shit. I know, what are those? They're from the Tommy Vercetti mod.
Jack, よく聞いてくれ。ついに CIA 長官からバーチャスミッションの許可が出た。バーチャルミッション？我々フォックス部隊の存在意義をかけたバーチャスミッションだ。これが成功すれば正式に部隊として編成される。低粛なミッション？忠誠を誓う儀式みたいなもんだな。気を抜くんじゃない。あくまでも実戦だ。分かってる。で、その記念すべきミッションの内容は？約2年前、ソ連のある科学者が西側への亡命を申し出た。我々のモールを通じてな。ニコライ・ステパノビッチ・ソコロフ。ソ連の兵器開発を担当する秘密設計局の一つ、OKB754 の局長であり、東側の兵器開発における第一人者だ。ソコロフというと、あのロケット開発で有名な？そう、そのソコロフだ。1961年4月12日、ソ連は人類初の有人宇宙飛行に成功した。地球は青かった。だが神はいなかった。ああ、そのガガーリン少佐を宇宙へ送り届けたのが A1 ロケット。通称ボストークロケットだ。 ソコロフはそこで使用されたマルチエンジンクラスターの完成に最も功績のあった人物とされている。有人宇宙飛行の成功後、ソコロフはロケット開発を離れ新設された秘密設計局の局長へ就任した。
一技師が設計局の局長に。大した出世じゃないか。なぜ亡命を？
自分が設計開発したものが恐ろしくなったらしい。
恐ろしくなった？
良心の呵責というやつだ。
そのために国も家族も捨てオーバーザフェンスを？
いや、家族も西側で保護するというのが彼の出した条件だった。我々はモールを使って家族を先に脱出させ、魔を置かずソコロフ本人にもベルリンの壁を越えさせることに成功した。その亡命作戦の指揮を執ったのがこの私だった。
まだ東側の警備が薄かった頃だ。それで
ソコロフの身柄は保護したが、体力の消耗が著しく西ベルリンの病院に入院させた。ソ連の設計局から600マイル以上、2週間かかってベルリンまでたどり着いたらしい。まともに口が聞けるような状態ではなかった。そのわずか1週間後だ。あの一大事件が起こったのは。
キューバ危機か。
1962年10月16日、キューバにソ連の中距離弾道弾が配備されつつあるという情報がケネディ大統領のもとへ届けられた。大統領はソ連へミサイルの解体・撤去を要求し、同時に新たなミサイルの搬入を阻止するため海上封鎖を実行すると宣言した。だがソ連はそれには応じず、第二戦備体制を指令、ミサイルを積んだソ連輸送船団も依然キューバを目指し続けた。米ソ両国は全面核戦争への臨戦態勢に突入。一触即発の睨み合いの中、国連緊急安保理事会や非公式の接触を通じた必死の交渉が行われた。そしてついに10月28日、ソ連はキューバからのミサイル撤去に同意。世界は全面核戦争の危機を脱した。だが、ソ連がミサイルを引き上げた裏にはある取引があったんだ。
アメリカもトルコから IRBM を撤去するという話か？
いや、トルコに配備されていたジュピター型 IRBM は旧式で、いずれにせよ撤去される予定だった。米ソ双方にとって戦略的な意味合いはない。トルコの件は偽装だ。業界の同業者たちへ流すカバーストーリーだったんだよ。
では本当の条件とは？
ソコロフだ。西側に亡命した。
And unfortunately, that's as far as I got before this.
ソ連のキューバ撤退。
There's also a little bit more translated in this little section here. Maybe one or two lines, I think, I'm not sure. Also, the shoes are just so fucking badass. Like, it works. It really works. What are those?Okay, so that's how it goes along the side. I do realize there were a few instances of poor typesetting. And that's mostly all my fault. So overall, there's a lot of work that needs to be done, but it is completely possible to translate the game as such. Wow, I did a lot more of this cutscene than I remember. Oh, okay. And that's where I stop. Oh, this cutscene was so hard to translate, dude. It was so hard. There's just so much said, and like there was so much complicated kanji and shit. Like, the shoes just work so well. Okay, but for real though, nothing is said in this cutscene. He's just gonna strip. Can't quite figure out how to work on the codec conversations yet though. Alright. I'm not gonna play a lot of MGS3. It's just the next cutscene which actually has Why am I running up if I'm only going to play the next cutscene? It's just the next cutscene which actually has translatable lines. Never compromise your style, even in the jungle. Oh yeah, if you run up there, then they tell you to come back. Oh, right, yeah, shit. 1 second. Yeah, MGS3 modders have added in the crouch walk from MGS3D. This is another news bulletin for people. You can even do it slowly. Ooh. Ooh. Anyway. You know, if you get the shoes in the mud, they even get muddy. It's like, of course they would, but the system's just so robust that it actually functions. Gotta figure out to do the codec. This is gonna be a bitch to translate. There is, like, a lot of underlying philosophical undertones for what the game actually is about. And there you go. That's all I wanted to do for that. There is clearly little interest. Actually, no, I should wait until, okay. I personally want to uninstall this mod, but I think that it's pretty cool that it exists. I'm going to be continuing doing this. A fella named Giza, or woman, I'm not sure. They have Hollow as their profile picture, made the tools for this. And they also helped debug some existing tools, I think? Or they made all of them. I'm not sure. Didn't really ask. I didn't ask a lot. I was just very excited to get started on this. And there is now a Spanish fellow that is offering to help do other parts of the translation with me. So I've done a lot of the basic work for this. Hazardous to your health, so take care not to smoke too much. Mind your manners when smoking. It's... there's just like, there's a very... I don't know, something to do with Japan, where they don't really care that much about your health. They would rather that you're just nice when you do things that are bad, I guess. Yeah. I want to point one of these things at Eva's butt and just wait. Anyway, yeah. I'm now going to start up my PS2, actually. Great. Now I get a second viewer. This is fantastic. Let's see if this is powered. No, it's not powered. Good. Probably should have set up the Snake Tail Z stuff earlier, to be perfectly honest. Anyway, how are you, Xylitol and Daredevil? Dude, they're so fucking sick. Oh, Kyle Fields. Nice to see you. Ugh. You just missed it. Oh. Okay, this is the correct plug. These shoes are indeed fire. Now, what you missed was that I've been subtitling the Japanese version of MGS3. It's a bit late, but otherwise a fine evening. Where are you fuckers actually from? Are you like Americans or something? Beautiful. Yeah, American. Ooh, finish. Ugh, I was gonna start complaining about how cold it was in England, but, you know. I've been to Finland once in order to go to Japan, and it was snowing in, like, fucking summer. Basically. Oops. Nope, that's the incorrect machine. Sounds legit. Yeah. A good friend recommended this channel, which is funny. I think they watched my oldest videos. Oh yeah, really? Ace Combat, yeah. Well, Ace Combat 4 and 0 are the oldest ones, and then I've got 1 and 2, which are the newest. And I've been working on 3 for a little while, but a lot of stuff has been getting in the way. I'll put it that way. And I don't want sympathy, or fucking whatever. Yeah, it is pretty sick. Ah, so you came for the Ace Combat but stayed for the Tekken. Yeah, it's unfortunate that... Well, no, it's not unfortunate. I shouldn't be, I shouldn't put it into negative terms if people like what I do. It's just, I wanted... For the channel, I wanted to be, like, more of an all-around thing, so I didn't get bored myself, but, you know... Ace Combat is really sick, and Tekken is also really sick, sometimes, except for the past... most of the games. Ugh. Yeah, I do indeed spit occasionally. Thank you. Okay. I think I want... What do half of these plugs even... I really need to clean this fucking place up. I'm telling you. Hey, what's up, Monsieur Glem? Sorry, I shouldn't speak French, it's disgusting. This is a fun piece of trivia. There are many, there's a illness unique to Japanese people who go to France. And it's an extreme form of culture shock. I think they call it Paris syndrome or something, where Paris has been hyped up all of their life to be this, like, beautiful place with, like, the language of romance and shit. Well, they go there and it's fucking disgusting. And the people are rude. And the language is just awful to hear. And then they get really sick. Because all their hopes and dreams have been crushed, and they realize they've been lied to their whole life. That's a real thing, I'm not bullshitting. It's funny as fuck. Always hated French as a subject. The racist Gizo arc? Arc? You think this is new? Oh, well, I'd hate to disappoint. How do you stop a Frenchman from drowning? You take your foot off his head. Alright. AV1 RGB no sync. Excellent. That's a good sign. That's a bad sign. I turned on my PS2 and it didn't turn on. Ugh. Don't mind that, that's just the mess of beer cans everywhere. Hey? Why is this unplugged? Who would unplug you? My beautiful baby, who would do this to you? Ugh. How? Yep, sorry. I guess that just means I'm racist. Feel free to cancel me. Yeah. Oh, there we go. AV1 no sync. Might be because it's set to RGBS. Ow! Ow! Dude! Ow! At least pretend I'm like some kind of fucking baller or something. You know what, this whole PS2 thing might be too much of a ball ache. Alright. Hey now. I heard a pretty good one recently about the British and their hospitality. The joke went, oh, 1 second, let me think it over. There we go. Remembered it. Great British food and great British women are the things that inspired Britain to become the best sailors the world has ever seen. Let's see, MGS2 Sons of Liberty. I'm using desktop audio, so everything should still be... Yep, everything's good. Bruv. Mate. Why is my controller not working? Konami? There we go. I'm bad at speaking it, but I understand it quite well. To a decent degree. Why? If a Japanese person asked me, I would go Nihongo shabette nai. And then I'd get out of the conversation. No, that's a lie. I have spoken to Japanese people before. I've had conversations with them. Quite bad ones, but... You know. But, like, they were really cute, so I had to try anyway, you know? You know? Sometimes you gotta. External gazer. Nihongo jouzu. See, that's the kind of thing. It just wouldn't come to mind, the best words, but if I were to hear it, then I'd be able to... very easily. Okay. Oh, fuck, don't ask me to read it. I know the second kanji means down or something. Or underwear. Okay, is it cringe to read in a pretend Solid Snake voice? You gotta tell me this now. Or else. No? Are you sure about that? Okay. You fucking asked for it, you pricks. Because it's all in first person. You like it when YouTubers read in playthroughs. Hey, dude. My throat's already destroyed, dude. That sounded so bad. That sounded so bad. I was gonna make a joke about smoking, but now it sounds like I'm making a joke about smoking cock, so... Fuck. Alright. So no hatering it. I opened the door to strut B, and went out on the AB connecting bridge. No enemies sighted. Otacon gave me instructions via codec. Listen carefully, Snake. I'll explain again. Our target this time is the mysterious unidentified monster that got the whole world in an uproar. They call it the Gurlugon. What is he talking about? The only ones in an uproar were Otacon and Mei Ling. And I bet they're the only ones using that nickname. Oh, why is my throat dry? That's what I was thinking anyway. But I didn't say anything. Otacon continued. I think you really know this, but do not hurt the target. Take a picture of it before it has a chance to get away. You've made it this far, so don't do anything stupid. My hands were tied. Ridiculous or not, a mission is a mission. I made up my mind and began walking across the AB connecting bridge. Yeah, sorry about the Otacon voice. I'm just trying to be as Jewish as possible. Oh shit, the racism arc is real? Oh, come on, fucking loading times. Ooh. I don't think they fixed this one. No, they didn't. No, wait, yeah, they did. That would be the original. That would be the original camera angle, and you can kind of see the doors cut off on the bottom left. I gotta stop doing this. This is dragging the playthroughs down. Teki janai. Oh, I can see a seam in the ocean. This is why these games should have stayed at 480p. But that's blasphemy. I stared in stunned silence at the churning whirlpool the sea had become. Sorry, I gotta MGS4 it up, I guess. The surface of the sea was beginning to rise. No question about it. Something huge was getting ready to make an appearance. My mysterious, ludicrous quest, my so-called monster search mission, looked to be coming to an unexpected conclusion. How did I get involved in this ridiculous mission? It all began 3 days ago. I was testing Otacon's latest invention, the VR system, at Philanthropy's hideout in New York. Let's save. This is my favorite snake tail, by the way. I was saving it for a rainy day, because I knew I would enjoy it. But every day was rainy, so I've really just been coming up with excuses to myself to not do this for a while. Defuse all bombs. The sound the bombs make may give you clues about their location. Alright. Ooh, stinky. Sorry, me matey. Ooh. You motherfucker. Alright. We can restart that one. Nobody saw that. Yeah, these games are pretty famed for shit you didn't know you could do. Alright. So... oh, there it is. I actually haven't done these in a little while, so... I will probably fail the first time. And the second time, and the fifth time, but eventually, we ballin'. Ooh, hello. There's other cool stuff you can do in the game as well. Of course it'd be over there. I'll ruin this run through. Just so I can show one of them. So we should come around here and start shooting down the stairs. I hope. Come on, dude. Come on, dude. Ooh. Oh. And he comes down the stairs. Nobody knows that shit. Alright, let's find this last bomb. and then we'll restart the mission and get a good time. I can't use the fucking sensor! I mean, of course it's over here. Of course. Uh-oh. Okay, good. Ah! There we go. Even the stairs have soul. I mean, I'll be honest, the spelling of... Oh, hey, Big Bernard! Shit! You jackass. You dropped a bomb on me, baby. You dropped a bomb on me. I should not sing to myself during these things. Thank you, English voice timings. Doom, 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 doom. Because this is the Japanese version, you don't hear anyone go like, "Snake, that's great!" or whatever the fuck. Good job, kid. Very sick. I know, I know. I can hear the applauds from here. The world disappeared before my eyes. As my senses returned to my body, I realized I wasn't really on a bomb disposal mission on a tanker. I was sitting in the VR training seat. I pulled off the headset and Otacon turned to speak. "Great job! I knew you could do it, Snake!" I nodded reluctantly. Otacon asked me with pride, "What did you think about the new VR system?" "Not bad." "That's all?" Unsatisfied, he cocked his head. "I can't believe it." Well, shit. Why was the music going crazy? Because, I won. That's why. I don't know, it's meant to be like a victory jingle. I can't believe it, to tell you the truth. I didn't expect it to work so well. I know! The VR system incorporates something called the Copplethorne engine. I just got it the other day. The Copplethorne engine? Hearing the question, Otacon removed his glasses and smiled, with a smile on his face. The Copplethorne engine is a quantum calculation system that's been getting a lot of attention around certain quarters recently. You know about quantum computing, right? Began Otacon. He went on, qubits this and tensor products that. For the next 2 hours and 37 minutes. I regretted my stupidity in having asked. In short, it allows the construction of virtual reality environments containing a hitherto unprecedented amount of information. That information is converted into signals and conveyed into your brains via the headset, directly synthesizing information of the senses while simultaneously cutting off feedback from your actual body. That way, it's possible to realize a virtual reality environment that is completely indistinguishable from the real world, down to lights, sounds, and even your sense of smell and touch. He took a breather. I couldn't miss my opportunity. I see. I understand now. Tried to get up out of the seat, but Otacon stopped me. Wait a second. Let me try it again. The goal of the next scenario will be to eliminate the enemies and secure an escape path for the hostages on Big Shell. I guess Otacon just couldn't wait to try out his new toy. Reluctantly, I took the seat again. Otacon continued his briefing. Your mission is to terminate all enemies within a certain time period. Ready? Here we go! I put the headset back on and closed my eyes. A burst of light flashed through my eyelids. The next second, I found myself surrounded by a world I could hardly believe was a mere construct. Oh yeah, music goes on in this game. Did I delete all of my save data for some reason? Yes, I did. I must have been testing something out. Come on, you can do it, Metal Gear. Take out all enemies and get to the goal. The enemy shotgun is powerful. Be very careful. Ooh, a silenced USP. Right. I have to take out all of the enemies. You would imagine that after I read that, I would have taken in the information, but no. Alright. So... what's the plan? That is not the plan. What's my favorite MGS? The last MGS I played. That was not a tranquilizer gun. Good trick in this game. If you shoot someone and then find a way to floor them, they will fall asleep instantly. Thank you. Perfect. Oh, shit! Okay. Ah, okay. I'm forgetting old tricks. Instant knockout. Ball punch. Good. Whoa, boy. Oh, shit. Just look at this fucking camera angle, dude. That's nuts. Just gotta... no. Alright, fuck you, dude. Holy shit! I'm not getting a record for that one. Right. I might need to go south instead. How many bullets do I really have in this thing? 6. And there's 8 enemies. So 2 of them have to go to ball punches. Sorry, my friend. We got enough ammo left for this. Okay. One left. Good. And he looks that way. Save the bullet, so I can get a higher score. Ding, 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 ding. Oh? It's good to be the king. The VR simulation ended. The all-too-real virtual reality disappeared, and the senses returned to my body. I removed the headset. "How was it?" asked Otacon. I told him what I'd noticed during my 2 trials. "It's well done, no question, but it feels kind of unnatural, like there's something wrong with my senses." "Unnatural? In what way?" "It's tough to explain, but I feel like I'm possessing someone else's body." Sorry, that was a bit British, Snake, and not the good kind. "That's because of the pseudo-signals filling your brain. Theoretically, it should be possible to replicate the exact same stimulus as from the body's... Theoretically, it should be possible to replicate the exact same stimulus as from the sensory structures of your physical body. Midway through my discussion with Otacon, the door opened, and in strode Mei Ling. Hey, check this out! Mei Ling threw us a tabloid she'd brought with her. JPNW News. A monster at Big Shell. Lapis lazuli blah blah blah. It was an article describing the appearance of some kind of huge creature near Big Shell. The title shouted, "A monster at Big Shell?" Completely ridiculous. So what? I said without hesitation. Mei Ling blinked in surprise. So what? It's a monster, Snake? Otacon hit the table. That's right! It's a monster! That picture has to be fake. It was the most normal opinion in the world, but you wouldn't have known it by the way they glared at me. Finally, they simply decided to ignore me. It sounds amazing. It sounds incredible, doesn't it, Mei Ling? A monster in New York. It's amazing. I agree, it's amazing. Too amazing. So it's at the Big Shell. I want to go and see it. Hey, Otacon, I have an idea. How about catching the monster? What do you say? Great idea! Let's get him! It'd be a real boon to biology. No, I take that back. To all the sciences. That's right. Hey, you think we have lots of customers if we build a monster zoo? Of course! Judging from the dorsal fin, I think this monster must have come from underwater. What do you think? Maybe. What about making stuffed animals or t-shirts? Not bad! But I can't help thinking that it might be a messenger from space, you know? Oh, totally. But we better register a trademark first. They excitedly kept on with what seemed to be a totally disjointed conversation. I couldn't believe they were actually considering it, but I had to ask. Hey, I hope you're not serious about this catching thing. Sorry. Otacon regarded me with utter shock. Wake up, Snake! We're talking about a monster here! Mei Ling kicked a chair. That's right! This is about a monster! But... Otacon leaned towards me. A monster of unknown origins has appeared! Shut up. Shut your fucking mouth, dude. I'm just a fan of MGS1, bro. I'm just a fan of MGS1. 話にならんな. A monster of unknown origins appeared. As a scientist, I can't simply ignore it. Oy vey, Snake. Do I have to remind you about philanthropy's financial situation? We don't even know if we have enough to cover rent this month. Oh, right, that was Mei Ling. Shit. Sorry. I didn't, Do I have to remind you about philanthropy's financial situation? We don't even know if we have enough to cover rent this month. Snapped Mei Ling, fire in her eyes. But... what do you propose instead of catching it? Are you just gonna quietly let this opportunity slip by? You coward! But... Otacon and Mei Ling kept up their simultaneous tirade as I hesitated. We've got to do it! We got to do it! At this point, there was nothing to say except okay. That's the story. And so I came to Big Shell, and that was 3 hours ago. Yeah? Ooh. Let me think. What's your opinion on people who say MGS2/3's controls are clunky? Hey, dude, you want to hire me for something? Fucking pay up. The shooting controls just require getting used to. I think they're intended to be clunky, but you can, you know. Ooh. Hey, dude. But you can get used to them easily. I've been playing this game for quite a while. Ah, right. Brilliant. That's what I get for trying to be funny. They are clunky. Let's not lie. Like, there's an acceleration to them, which feels just kind of weird. I won't be able to legally defend myself if I train. I have tried training an AI on my voice. It doesn't work. They can't do British accents that aren't from London. That was not advice. Alright, dude. This guy dies. Sorry, dude. But you gotta go. You gotta go. And you won't even count as a kill. Xylitol is poor as well, is why he had to clarify. I mean, I am poor. I'm gonna be real with you. I have been poor all of my life. I contacted Otacon via codec as I entered. Dude, my throat is actually dry and it's making it harder to do. How does... Jesus. Oh, that's some good OJ. Yeah. I contacted Otacon via codec as I entered Strat C. What's up, Snake? Found any clues? Asked Otacon. Negative, but I've seen some strange people wandering around. I kind of killed one of them. I told Otacon about the soldiers I'd seen on the CD connecting bridge. Otacon replied, I bet they're trying to get Gorlugon just like we are. I don't think... It has to be, he swore with confidence. Anyway, just move ahead without getting caught. Without getting caught. How would you say that in an Otacon voice? Caught. Without getting caught. Caught. Oy vey, Snake, just move along without getting caught. Most of the sightings of Gorlugon have been southwest of the Big Shell. Head for the AB connecting bridge. I'd come this far, so there was nothing left but to follow Otacon. I started moving towards the AB connecting bridge. Oh, Jesus. What do I do to myself? Well... Ah, yes. This is another mod that I have installed. We have brought back the FHM nudie model pictures from the original release of MGS2 Sons of Liberty. FHM, for those who don't know, was a, it probably still is, it's a nudie magazine in England. So, if ever you got excited as a child by these ladies, you should know they are British. Right in the dick. Again, I will draw attention to this. The pantry where Stillman was hiding. Watermelons. What's the connection? I don't know. I'm not saying there is a connection. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I see. He's in the bathroom. Good for you, buddy. Working hand dryers. Do I have ammo to waste on showing that off? Hey, fuck it, I'll have a fag. Oh wait, I've got Americans in the chat. I'm not allowed to use my own common terminology. Because other people's call... Oh shit, hey, how you doing? Because it doesn't matter what my culture's like. Your culture's the one that matters. Come on, dude. I know, I wasn't directly pointing anyone out of that. Americans really are awful about that, not even a joke. Well, that's the thing in England. Like, if you want to request a cigarette of a friend, you ask them if you can bum a fag. And the answer's usually yes. Like, a very reluctant yes. Ooh, boy. Okay, he's moving that way. Good shit. Good shit, good shit, good shit. AB. Anyway, that's the story. Here I am, forced to hunt down a monster, and it looks as though something's about to appear before my very eyes. At this point, there's nothing to do but get ready. I checked over the camera. I have no idea what I'm about to see, but I'm gonna shoot first and ask questions later. I do love a good camera gun joke. Oh boy. Oh shit! Whenever they use Galugon, they are always very careful to do this kind of foreground-background thing, as if you could do this shot yourself with, like, camera trickery. Like how they used to do it in, like, the oldest Godzilla films. Like, they'd have, like, one shot of people running in front of a green screen, and then Godzilla tearing it up in the background. Where you at, homie? Beakity boopy doo. Hey, I can do some rations. Oh, he's gone in that direction. Come on, Galugon. Watch the old Godzilla films with the homie. It was super heat. I don't know what that means, but I'm happy for you. Come on, dude. You can do it. Show me that gorgeous face. You fucking monster. You absolute weapon. Mate, you got starfish on your fucking back. The inventive solutions to do it within camera rather than use 3D and CG graphics and the like. Not to say that using it is bad, but it was fun. Yeah. The Japanese were very good at it as well. You can always trust the Japanese to take things a little bit too far. It's good they don't have, like, an army anymore. Son of a bitch! Some of the shots still looked fakey. Oh, shit, shit, shit. Show me, show me, show... Fuck. Some of the shots still looked fakey and silly. I think that adds to the film rather than takes away. Yeah, as soon as you're ready to accept the concessions of the time. Yosh. Oh, fuck! Oh, I shouldn't have been smoking. And that's perfect. Alright. I'm dead. Yeah. Super dead. Like, it's one of the things with going back to old games as well. There's just certain concessions that you have to accept. They didn't have the technology other than film. So, what you're looking for is an amount of... Fucking hell, these guys are for real. I really shouldn't have been, smoking just for fun. Ding ding doo doo. Alright, buddy. You son of a bitch. Fuck! Okay. How am I meant to do this? Real VR mission hours. Yeah, you just got a raw skillet. Ah, shit. Okay. I've already failed. So, there's at least 2 more from each side, possibly. Oh, I can skip that cutscene. Good, 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 good. Oh my god, if the camera were a little bit better. Alright. We go. And... fuck it. I can do it. I can attempt to do it. Or I could replay it, stock up some more ammo, not lose my health to cigarette damage. But I think people want to watch me suffer. Yep, one of them's gone. That's good. Oh, God. Oh, shit. Okay. Oh. Oh. Fucking A. Fucking A. Man had Gunoki. Get out of my way. Is that racist as well? Is that racist? Or is it only racist when they're not a white people? She wasn't armed, screamed Olga. She wasn't armed. She didn't seem to be making a move to attack. I began talking to her as I holstered my gun. What are you doing here? Olga smiled a little, but something about her smile wasn't quite right. She looked so different. She didn't carry the sense of darkness and tragedy I remembered. No, it's not racist. I'm just I'm playing the role. If I want gamers to rise up, it's time to make all the other peoples of the world, all the other belittled peoples of the world know just how much better they have it than gamers. Anyway. I like that description. She didn't carry the same sense of darkness and tragedy I remembered. It's very eloquently put. In fact, she looked like a totally different woman. Don't get too friendly. I'm not the me that you know. And I don't know the me that you do know. What are you talking about? I'm looking for the key to get back to my universe. And that strange creature is it. It doesn't belong in your universe. Neither do I. We're from a different place, and your universe is in for trouble too if you just ignore things. I just couldn't wrap my head around what Olga's story. I just couldn't wrap my brain around Olga's story. I was lost. Grinding her teeth, Olga looked down on the surface of the sea. Damn, he's getting away! Listen, check the VR system. It's allowing you to peek into another universe, and that's what's causing all this trouble, shouted Olga as she jumped from the connecting bridge. Wait! I leaned over the railing, but Olga had already disappeared into the sea. Olga's henchmen were jumping into the sea one after another. I was left on the connecting bridge alone. I couldn't see Gerlugon anymore. I'm gonna save after that shit. Yeah, it is. There's an amount of diversity, like, it was just complete tokenism, to put it into a modern terminology. There we go. Like, in order to create the American aesthetic, they had a Jewish scientist, they had some bloody foreign woman with a British accent, I suppose, but it makes sense because the place that she came from was ruled by Britain. Zanzibar land, Rhodesia, yeah. It was owned by England, wasn't it? Yeah, it was. Rhodesia. They had Colonel Campbell, who was an American, and Mei Ling, who was Chinese-American, and it's perfectly possible to have a second-generation accent. Anyway. That's the picture I took. My photo of Gerlugon sat on the table at the hideout. No sign today? No, looks like it hasn't shown up today either. It had been a week. No new sightings of Gerlugon. No one knew where he'd show up next. Maybe he'd never show up again. I believed Olga. It didn't seem like she was lying. And what's more, the existence of that ridiculous monster was proof in and of itself. There's no way something like that could live in our world. But it might be possible in another. Otacon brought the theory about parallel universes. As usual, Otacon gave far more of an explanation than necessary. But in a nutshell, the idea was that rather than a single universe, there were countless universes existing in parallel. And that meant one universe might be exactly the same as mine, except the number of hairs on my head was off by one. Another universe, civilization might have sprung out of Paramecia. There could even be a universe full of monsters. Otacon thought these universes were supposed to be mutually exclusive, but for some reason had begun randomly intersecting. That was how the Olga we knew became switched with the Olga from the parallel universe, and how that monster came to be in ours. And Otacon warned that the phenomenon seemed to be progressing as we spoke. But if his theory was correct, we were in big trouble. For example, it was possible that in an hour, I might switch with another version of myself from a different universe. Otacon might have been switched with a different Otacon. What would happen to us if we switched universes, say, where the moon was about to collide with the Earth or something? It was simply impossible to predict what might happen next. Fortunately, the moon hadn't smashed into us yet, or at least not in our universe. Of course, that didn't guarantee we'd be safe tomorrow. How's the analysis of the VR system coming? Otacon shook his head. I'm not getting anything at all. Gerlugon pressed A one too many times. Pressed A? What would A do? I'm sorry, I don't speak Xbox. Across the Gerlugon. Alright, dude. G fucking shit. Also, yes, Date Bio. Thank you, Daredevil. Of course, it didn't guarantee we'd be safe tomorrow. I'm not getting anything at all. Otacon looked sick when he heard Olga had said that the VR system was the root of her problem. Or maybe it was a half-ape. Oh my... Fuck off. You pricks. You're absolute pricks. Fucking rollover, float point precision bullshit. He told me that the Copperthorne engine, the heart of the new VR system, was a quantum computational device designed by Dr. Copperthorne. That is actually a Metal Gear Acid reference. But the principle behind it remained unknown. He opened the housing. a literal black box, and found nothing inside except some mysterious circuits, clattering gears, and what appeared to be some iron spheres. But somehow, it worked. That's probably why it was such a source of excitement for some people. Pseudoscience aficionados had been examining the thing, but the only conclusion they had so far centered around the possibility that it had been made of components from UFOs or artifacts from a lost civilization. Meaning nobody had figured out what made it tick. And what's more, nobody had even seen this Dr. Copplethorne himself, or herself either. So what was the connection between the mysterious VR system and the collision of parallel universes? Olga had said that the root of the problem was the VR system peeking into other universes, but Mei Ling had her own theory. Played Acid and really liked it, don't remember much of it, other than happy memories. It's been a long time. Metal Gear Acid gets a really, really bad rap for not being a normal Metal Gear game. And, I think that some of that bad rap is reasonable, like the movement system is a bit... There are definitely improvements had in Metal Gear Acid 2. Especially with the art style and the lack of reusing assets. Even though Metal Gear Acid 1 Snake is the best Snake ever looked. Well, I think I am in the midst of suffering from a cold right now. Like, it's just coming on to me. Whatever. Do this before something terrible happens, I guess. That was the connection between the mysterious VR system and the collision of parallel universes. Yeah, that's where I was up to. Peeking into Mei Ling had her own theory. The Copplethorne engine-based VR system wasn't simply constructing a virtual reality through its calculations, but managed to get around the wall separating the parallel universes, peering into parallel realities that satisfied certain requirements, and incorporating that information into the VR system's virtual reality construct. Perhaps that observation was interfering with creating the disturbances. Perhaps that observation and interference was creating the disturbances in parallel universes. But that wasn't all, said Mei Ling. Bruv, mate, what the fuck is you on about, mate? What the fuck are you talking? I ain't into that shit, mate. Get it out my face. Why? Okay, I went from like bloody a Birmingham to fucking Liverpudlian. Or Welsh, I guess. And he got a nice face. Oh, ain't he lovely? Whatever, dude. Let me read. Shut the fuck up. Perhaps Olga was searching for Gurlugon because it was the cause of the distortion among the parallel universes. The Gurlugon had become the fulcrum around which space had warped. And if that was true, there would be no way to stop the distortion without getting rid of Gurlugon itself. And for that reason, we continued searching for the Gurlugon. We'd lost all trace of the monster and hadn't made any progress further into analyzing the VR subsystem. But the disturbance of parallel universes might well be continuing. It was possible that some of the universes might even be in peril. And it was equally possible that our universe could follow the same path moments later. We were completely frazzled. Suddenly, Mei Ling spoke. If killing Gurlugon will make things right, there might be a way. What do you mean? Otacon raised its face, and Mei Ling began her explanation. Damn right it's your fault. If it's true that the VR system can interfere with other parallel universes, why not try killing Gurlugon within the VR system? Oh, oopsie daisy. Accidental save. In the VR system. That could mean we're actually killing the original Gurlugon, and the Gurlugon in our universe could disappear. Isn't that just a little too extreme? Objected Otacon, to which Mei Ling shot back. We can't just sit back and stare at the photo. We've got to do something. You agree with me, right, Snake? I'm not sure, I answered. Her logic seemed extreme no matter how I looked at it. But at the same time, I had the feeling that I'd end up doing it anyway. Doing something for the sake of doing it wasn't the answer. but I had to agree we still hadn't come up with a solution to the problem. A few hours later, I scurried off against Gorlugon inside the VR system. Frazzled. Yeah. Well, again, it's one of these situations where there's like a foreground and a background right here, where you could arguably... Where you could arguably, you know... Oh, motherfucker. Arguably, you would be able to set this up in, like, a proper... Ooh, hello. How do I do it? Uh-oh. I can only look up to his dick. Something tells me I'm not quite doing enough damage on this one. He is. Stingers, RGB. Oh boy. Ooh, that's one way to do it. Alright, do we want the joke ending? Or do we want to, like, actually combat this thing? Ah, shit. Empty. Excellent. Got him. He's a healthy boy, probably because he's some kind of disgusting monstrosity from another world, but I'm not one to judge. I think it's so cool that you can, what's the word? You can bend the stingers. Or at least their trajectory. Okay. Good. Ooh. "13 bullets, 19 Stinger missiles. Yes. Ah, fuck. Yep. I thought I had enough ammo for that. Ooh, boy. Sweet. That's good. That is a bug unique to this version, it looks like. Great. Good. Hey, what's good, Luffy? I need to watch more One Piece. Gorlugon. Okay, he's got a heart as well. That is not what I intended to do. Ah, well, whatever. Alright, buddy. Crap. Hey, sweet. Woo. No, I gotta bend it back. Ah, shit. That would have been cool. Oh my god, stop moving it. There we go. Oh, fuck, timer. Timer scam, timer scam. Ah, well. I did waste a bit of time at the beginning. Whoop. Anyway, that's the method that you are intended to fight him. But... we have a secret weapon. Pornography. The Japanese do it again. Galugon defeated. Okay, never mind. Alright, get your messages in now while I'm drinking this. And then I'll start reading this bullshit. Victory pose indeed, hombre. Ugh. Okay. Galugon defeated, we turned the VR system off. But somehow, I still wasn't convinced. I removed the headset and spoke to Otacon. So, do you think we really did it? Otacon shrugged. It looked like he felt the same way I did. Just then, Mei Ling said, "Of course, the mission has succeeded." I saw a wicked smile on her face. We've just lost the only way to restore the parallel universes to normal. What did you say? I said, rising from my seat. Mei Ling responded. There's no question that the Galugon was the singularity that represented the warp in the parallel universes. But the only way to restore space as we know it wasn't destroying the singularity. The solution was to capture this singularity, perform a counter-unitary conversion via the Couplethorne engine, thereby dispersing the wave function to its state before the convergence. Mei Ling continued, but her voice full of satisfaction. Anyway, the disappearance of the singularity means the disappearance of the only method to restore space too. Who are you? Mei Ling sneered. Who are you? Mei Ling sneered at Otacon's cry. To borrow Olga's words, I'm not the Mei Ling you know. But no hard feelings, okay? I was just following someone's orders to complete a certain objective. Someone? Who? I asked her back. My husband. Oh, shit. Oh, no. Mail on stream! My VTuber waifu has a boyfriend! I believe he's called Solidus in your universe. And it's Solidus as well. It's Solidus she's going out with. Fucking disgusting. Solidus, we screamed without thinking. Mei Ling slowly pointed at the wall and said, "Oh, speak of the devil." Just then the wall exploded. Debris poured in from the gap. The dust enveloped the area, and Solidus Snake, clad in a power suit, stood in the middle. Solidus said to Mei Ling, "Kept you waiting, huh?" And that's a joke that only works in the Japanese, because Solidus and Solid Snake and Pliskin have the same voice actor. "Honey!" Mei Ling threw herself onto Solidus's arms. I dove for Solidus. He fired a missile from his snake hand, a dazzling flash, an explosion. I was thrown against the wall. I lost consciousness momentarily. By the time I managed to get to my feet, I saw Solidus cradling Mei Ling and escaping through the hole he just created. Oh, I need a drink again. This is actually hard. Oh yeah! Just busting through a wall. Oh yeah. Also, yes, gold digger? I guess anyone who is into the President of the United States is a gold digger, yeah. And you gotta be really specific with the D in gold digger. You know? Otherwise we're gonna have to shout, "Mrs. Obama, get down!" In the end, I couldn't keep up with Solidus. Otacon and I discussed what to do next when we stood in our half-destroyed hideout. Half-destroyed hideout. If they were telling the truth, we'd just lost the way to restore the balance of the parallel universes. But there still had to be something we could do. Finally, Otacon spoke. "What about Olga?" It wasn't a bad idea. The Olga we'd run into at Big Shell seemed to have a good grasp of the situation. She might be able to come up with some kind of solution. There was just one problem. Where could she be? I told Otacon my concerns and he nodded with confidence. "I have an idea." "So what's your skill?" asked Otacon. "Excuse me?" "Oh, right, I have an idea. Time skip. So what's your skill?" asked Otacon. A beautiful black woman with a slender build was sitting in front of us. She was too cheerful. She laughed far too often. "I've got, really good luck." "Good luck? Is that a skill?" "You betcha." Somewhat dismissively, I watched Otacon continue questioning the applicant. Otacon had placed an ad titled, "Wanted, Gurlugon Search Team Members." By the way, that was probably meant to be, Fortune. Wanted, Gurlugon Search Team members in the city's main newspaper the other day. "Let's catch the mysterious monster with our own hands. We have credible information about where the creature will appear. Experience is a plus. Details to be discussed during an interview." Experience is a plus? Searching for monsters? The writing of this thing is just fucking great. I love it. Unbelievably, quite a few people had shown up. We'd already met with more than 10 people, but there was still no sign of Olga. "We'll contact you later." "I'm really looking forward to hearing from ya." The woman stood up, gave him a big smile, and left. I said to Otacon, "Do you really think this is going to work?" "She has to be on the lookout for information about Gurlugon. She'll show up." "But all we've gotten so far is weirdos, like that old man with whose skill was backflips and sliding and..." "Yeah, he was funny." "Hey!" Obviously, Otacon was getting a kick out of the whole scene. "Relax. Let's wait a little bit longer next," yelled Otacon. The door opened. Lo and behold, in walked Olga. The old man whose skill was backflips and sliding might be a reference to the animations that the president does when you shoot Nikita missiles through on easy mode. He does backflips to get out of the way of it. Which is funny. Oh, who else would be old and doing backflips? No idea. I'm sure they recognize the president coming in, although maybe we're already in a parallel universe. Maybe the worlds are already busting out of the seams. Back in the remains of our hideout, we explained the situation to Olga. After hearing our full account, Olga told us that there was still a way out. It's true that the Gurlugon singularity might have been erased, but that doesn't necessarily mean that all the singularities in all of the parallel universes have been. A glimmer of hope flashed through Otakan's eyes. You mean there are other singularities? Most likely, but their forms and locations in the parallel universes are unknown. They won't be easy to find. We have some data about Glugon if we analyze its patterns and scan the vicinity of the strange attractor with VR. Maybe we can... Otakon and Olga continued having their technical discussion. The end result, said Otakon, was setting on a method to find the singularities of other parallel universes by continuously and finally adjusting the wane function parameters of the VR system to mimic the unique patterns generated by a singularity. In other words, it looked like I've had to make through a series of VR constructs. Preparations were made faster than I expected. I returned to the seat of the VR system. Otakon said, I'll tell you as soon as I locate the singularity. Until then, I want you to continue clearing VR stages. Be careful, I don't think Solidus will just take this sitting down. You may run into traps. Stay alert! Otakon initialized the VR system. A virtual reality spread before my eyes. Saving. Why only 5 saves? I'm gonna listen back to this. I'm gonna be like, wow, that snake impression fucking sucks, dude. What were you doing? Get to the goal without being discovered. Predicting enemy behaviors and making use of intrusion view is key to completion. Let's see if I remember how to do this. Nice! Could have crawled, but no. Fucking A, bro! I think that was a pretty good run. I think, yeah, yeah. Located any singularities? I asked Otakon. No, not yet, echoed Otakon's voice through the VR construct. Let me try a different setting. I'm getting ready, hold on a minute. I was left alone in the virtual reality. You must have figured out how to find singularities using VR, Snake. But you won't find... Oh, right, shit, it's Solidus' voice. Should I do Snake's voice again so it can be like Akio? Nah. Damn, how does John Segan sound? He had like a real crispy voice. What's a good fucking convincing Echo? Fuck you, dude. What's a good Solidus line? What Solidus line kind of captures the voice? Because there's always like one line if you want to do an impression, which kind of like captures the character. Like if you were saying Snake, everyone's gonna practice kept you waiting, huh? Or a fucking... I don't know. I can't think of any good Solidus quotes. He mustn't have said anything important. Whatever. You know, it's actually bothering me now. I have to look up a good Solidus quote. I don't want to make a bookmark. What are you doing? Solidus quotes. I'll drown you fools for interfering. No more games, Raiden. At least you know. No, I can't do a good Solidus impression. He's got too distinctive a voice. Something child soldiers. Feed them gunpowder to keep them secure. No, it sounds a bit too Ocelot. There's no such thing as blah 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 miracles. Only cutting edge technology. That was a pretty cool line from Ocelot. Anyway. You must have figured out by now. You must have figured out how to find singularities using VR, Snake. But you won't find one, boomed a voice. Suddenly, from out of nowhere, it was Solidus. I called Otacon. Otacon, it's Solidus! I know! I detect him from my end too. He's hacking into the VR systems, but he hasn't gotten full control yet. Let's hurry to the next VR construct. Are you ready? A new VR space spread out in front of my eyes. I hope people are actually following along because the story is actually quite cool. And it, as far as just reusing a bunch of fucking VR missions, is like terrible design, technically. The excuse for it and the entertainment of the writing, like, makes up. Whoa. Pow. Ooh. Bip, 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 bip. Ooh. And you. Oh shit. Whoop. Was that any good? Let's exit, because it actually has, like, different dialogues for this. How are you doing, Otacon? I asked empty air. Otacon's voice answered. We're getting a lot closer. I'll get ready for the next setting. As soon as I nodded, I heard Mei Ling's voice. They're doing a lot better than we expected, aren't they? Indeed. We'd better change our strategy. We're going to have to somehow block the singularity so they can't get any closer, answered Solidus' disembodied voice. How about using them? It's too dangerous. Even if they did stop Snake, it'd be pointless if the world was destroyed in the process. True enough. Using them has to be our last resort. Everything is in your hands, honey. Their voices were a lot clearer than before. They were definitely getting closer. I yelled to Otacon. Otacon, it's Solidus! I know. Their intrusion is progressing. We have to find the singularity before they get full control. Let's go! Cheeky thumbs up from Snake. Yes, indeed. Alright, so that's 4 voices now. No, 5 actually. 2 of which are definitely racist. 1 of which is kind of half racist. Sorry, mate. Ooh. See how this goes. I'd be Oh, it's an eliminate enemies thing. Fuck! Fuck! I thought it was just get to the goal! That's what I get for always skipping this shit. Eliminate all. Okay. Ooh. Is there an M9 anywhere? Yes, there is. Sweet. Ah, shit. Oh, shit. So I can get 3 shots off and maybe choke him out or something. And then I run back and fail to jump on top of this guy. Okay, that's not gonna work. I was hoping I could get across the balcony before they turn back and then jump on them. Alright then. Yeah, that's never gonna work. That's never gonna work. Maybe one murder's good enough. Shit. No, it's definitely not going to be good enough. Dude, this is so bad. This is the worst run ever. Oh, shit. Yeah, that's pretty bad. Alright. Because it can't expect me to snipe everyone. That would be, like, too lame. Wait, I hit him. I did hit him. Fuck! I love VR missions. VR missions are so fucking cool. It's like, it's a real stress test for the mechanics of the game. Alright, buddy. You down? You down? Yeah, I knew we'd turn around. Alright. Get me to the goal, get me to the goal! That won't have been good enough, will it? Oh shit, okay. There's so many games out there when a mode like this would be welcome. Really, yeah. Because it's a really cheap and effective way of making use of all the game mechanics. And it adds, like... It adds an extra layer of, like, difficulty and mechanical intrigue. Otacon, have you sighted the singularity? I asked from inside the VR. I'm picking up a reaction! Hurry to the next goal! Yeah, just tight challenges that make use of everything you can do, especially in a game like MGS2 or 3, where there's so much of it that's kind of, like, dictated by the environment. Like, in a game where hanging off railings and, I don't know, falling off of things onto other people, or shooting beehives off of trees to distract guards is like, it has to be designed into the level. If there's a limit on how many levels are in the game, it's kind of a waste, really, of mechanics. Honey, Snake is... I heard Mei Ling click her tongue. I heard it as if she was whispering to me. Solidus answered. I know. It may be time to use them. Get ready. Roger that. Roger that. I heard Otacon's excited voice. Come in, Snake. Solidus has taken control of the VR system. We don't have much time. Let's begin. Uh-oh. What could they be? What could possibly be happening? It's a nice instant action mode where you don't have to deal with the build-up to gameplay, cutscenes, walking sections, downtime between gameplay. Yeah. And that really is one of the biggest downfalls of Metal Gear Rising's VR missions, because they have a fake startup animation. And it just completely ruins what I wanted, ever wanting to do anything in that game, to do with the VR. Get to the goal without being spotted by the enemy or surveillance camera. The mission will be terminated if you are discovered. Right below the camera is a blind spot. Okay. Alright, let me have a peek at the level layout for a second. There's one homie up here. He's alright. Is there anyone on the top shelf? No. Okay. Well. Uno, dos. I feel like this is correct. And you're a prick. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. Nice, 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 nice. Usually with VR missions, there's also like a level design trick to them where you want to run headfirst into traffic. Because that's probably going to be your fastest way through, be it actually through them or just around their periphery. There was nothing there. There was no light, no sound, no feeling of temperature or even height. Was this the singularity? I called Otacon, but it was Solidus who answered. You're in what's called... How can I put it? How can I put this so you can understand it? A gap between parallel universes. Solidus. Oh shit, I actually need to drink something again. Yes, indeed, Luffy. Nice. Nice. Octuply. Yes. Octuply. Ugh. Dude. Not gonna have any OJ left by the end of this. No feeling of temperature or even height. Was this the singularity? I called Otacon, but it was Solidus who answered. You're in what's called... How can I put it so that you'll understand it? A gap between parallel universes. Solidus! What are you trying to do? Why are you trying to destroy the universe? I screamed. Destroy? Don't be stupid. This is a correction. Back to how things should be. What do you mean? I don't know who created the Couplethorn engine, or where, or when, or even why. But my guess is it was designed to be part of a grid computing system spread between parallel universes. Grid computing. I'd heard the term from Otacon. It was a technique for creating a networked supercomputer within massive computational abilities by connecting numerous servers. If one could be built spanning across countless parallel universes, it would be possible to obtain near limitless computing power. On instant action, I think devs are starting to realize that's important, especially since games are more cinematic. I.e., The Last of Us 2's remake, new roguelike survival mode. Kind of. I think there's a real struggle in game creation right now between trying to keep people interested with story and trying to keep people interested with gameplay, and the balance is never quite reached. At least for me. I know that there's like fucking your Call of Duties are just dad games with dad movie things, or bloody, I don't know. To be real, every AAA game right now is a dad movie. Because everyone who played video games as a kid is a dad, and all the kids are on the mobile phones. And dad movies have pretty shitty stories. Like The Last of Us 1 had a okay story. It had like huge gaps, but it's really just a dad fantasy. And that's not bad. I'm just, it's just kind of a waste to me. Because I'm not into that kind of thing. And there are people who are into it. I'm having to learn to accept that I'm a weirdo, and that I like weird things. Like, fucking... they're talking about parallel computing across universes. If someone installed folding at home on the bloody Couplethorn engine, they'd cure every kind of cancer. It'd be perfect. But, unfortunately, this is, all we have for folding at home is the power of the PlayStation 3. Not even that anymore, I think. Yeah. Like the VR system, it became... But when the universe-spanning Couplethorn engine was applied to the VR system, it became a device for controlling possibility itself, Solidus continued. Controlling? That's correct. When a VR system using Couplethorn engine is instructed to build a virtual reality, having given a set of conditions, it selects a group of universes having the potential to satisfy those conditions, from among a still indefinite number of parallel universes that still have wave functions that have not converged. Do you mean you don't want surrogate son/daughter in your AAA third-person open-world Ubisoft clone? You know what? I might not want surrogate son/daughter in my AAA third-person open-world Ubisoft clone with Dark Souls mechanics and an over-the-shoulder camera angle. Unless it's called Nier, in which case it's pretty actually fucking... it's quite sick, really. But I don't think I'd call that a surrogate son/daughter. I don't think I'd call it AAA. Third person is correct in an arguable sense, but not in the modern sense. Open world is incorrect, and it's more of a Zelda clone than anything else. But other than those things, I think Nier fits the bill and is a really good version of that. It's like a group of universes having the potential to satisfy those conditions from among a still indefinite number of parallel universes that still have wave functions that have not converged. It then presents these as the VR construct you see before you. What you call VR training is nothing less than the external observation of an interference with a... What you call VR training is nothing less than the external observation of and interference with that group of parallel universes. So what we've been doing all along is not actually creating virtual worlds. We have been going into other characters, other snakes' bodies to inhabit them in universes that just happen to fit the predisposed settings that Otacon is putting in. The universes already exist. We are hijacking the snake in that universe, and we are controlling them to solve it. And it gets quite dark after that. I recalled the bizarre sensation of possessing another person's body when I first engaged in the VR training. I suppose that was the sensation of interfering with another universe. Saldus' voice echoed. When you go through VR training, your actions within virtual reality are reflected in a set of corresponding universes. The resulting interference simultaneously acts as observation with regards to a group of still indefinite parallel universes besides that one that is receiving the interference. That means that the possibilities of the universes converge on the conditions corresponding to the actions you took. For example, let's say you just killed an enemy soldier within the VR simulation. That means the universe containing that killed soldier was observed and made definite. In other words, universes where the soldier had not been killed lose their indefinite potential and are erased from existence, Saldus continued. We are collapsing the wave function. We are collapsing possibility into definites by existing in those universes to possibly dire consequences. We are deleting millions of universes a second with every action, which is a really cool idea for a sci-fi thing. It's so cool. It's so fucking cool. The only universe permitted to exist in the end is the one that doesn't contradict the actions you took in the VR simulation. Do you realize what this means? When your game is over in the VR simulation, and you try again, the potential for existence for that very universe is denied and eliminated as never having existed. That means that every single time you replay the game, an uncounted number of universes are destroyed. I was in total shock. The disturbance of the parallel universes you've seen is a distortion generated by the external interference. I suppose you could see it as the death cries of the universes that have been killed off. The singularities are a condensed form of that distortion. I had a flashback of Olga, the girl Lugon, and Mei Ling. If this disturbance had really been caused by the external interference, that means my own universe is receiving interference from VR systems in other universes? Of course. Haven't you ever felt like your body wasn't your own? Like you took an unexpected action after the fact, or you were able to do something you didn't think was possible. It's because of the interference from other universes. Perhaps the reason you were able to topple Shadow Moses is because of the helping hand of someone from another universe. Solidus's laugh echoed through space. Maybe it's as if someone took control of Snake during Shadow Moses to do nearly humanly impossible things, like fighting tanks and shit, with your bare hands and grenades. Now what if there was something like that, like some way of controlling... whatever, I'm not going to do this fucking joke. Through my research into parallel universes, I learned that I was killed many times in different worlds. I decided to protect myself. I refuse to recognize any universe where I am killed, and that's why I decided to make things right with the VR system. I interfere with other parallel universes using the VR system and control them such that I won't die there. I don't care how much of a disturbance I create or how many contradictory universes are eliminated. The only thing that's important is my survival. Period. Kojima Kami nan desu. Kojima Kami nan desu. This isn't written by Kojima, it's written by Fukushima. Fukushima wa Kami. That's crazy! Do you really have the right to criticize me? Haven't you refused to recognize your own failures within the VR simulation by retrying a level again? Solidus laughed at my lack of a comeback. This conversation is over. I won't give up the singularity, and I can't let you restore the universes that I have corrected. So I'd like you to stay here. Forever, he spat. You're going to regret forcing me to break the seal. They will be here soon. A loathsome unit, infamous in uncountable universes, hated and feared by all. Their presence alone has the ability to destroy a world. They are children of darkness, on whom is focused the combined hate of the entire universe. The Princess of Hell and the Prince of Chaos. Allow me to introduce Rose and Jack. A dazzling light enveloped everything. Oh shit. Oh no. Oh god. No! Bro, what the fuck, dude? Bernard, what the fuck? Is this the fandom I've cultivated? Fandom. That's a strong word. Is this the kind of person I attract? Anyway, yeah. The punchline to an entire spiel about how denying your own faults is basically destroying universes in video games amounts to a reference to how everyone hated Raiden and Rose. Jack! Earth to Jack! Rose leaned over the table. She cocked her head and looked into my eyes. What's wrong? You look out of it. I gently stroked Rose's hair. I was enchanted by your eternal beauty. Very funny, Jack. Rose became as bashful as a little girl. Dude. I'm being serious. I'm being serious. Rose touched my hand. Rose does not need correction. Rose does not need correction. You gotta stop. You guys have to stop. I like that I can pretend someone said that and I didn't think it. Do you remember what day tomorrow is? What, March 21st? Yeah, of course, it's the luckiest day of my entire life. The day I met you, I said. Wrong. Really? Yep. Rose puffed out her cheeks. I'm sorry. I think of how lucky I am to have met you every day, so I always think of the anniversary as being right around the corner. That doesn't exactly make sense, but I'm happy to hear it anyway, smiled Rose. By the way, your mission this time is to defuse all bombs. Good luck! My vision darkened. Just then, I had heard someone calling me from far away. For some reason, the voice sounded familiar. Snake! That's Solidus's trap! Wake up! It's time for Jack to let her rip! Am I gonna have to do nude missions? Am I gonna have to become Jack the Stripper? It's time for Jack to let her strip! I remember this one a little bit. Oh fuck, that was almost kinda shit. Okay, good. Okay, that was almost quite the fuck up. Nice! I will only accept a red time. I will only accept a red time. I could still do it faster though. I could still do it faster though. Sweet. So, are you gonna fall asleep? Yes. Nice. Nice. Come on, I can do it. Yes! Ryan's more of a Shadow the Hedgehog kind of character, isn't he? More of an edgehog. I'm okay with that. I'm satisfied with that one. I'm smack in the middle of the background on a mission. The roar of cannons and gunfire punctuate the darkness. Conditions are unbelievably harsh this time around. No one on either side is without injury, and the bodies of the dead lie sprawled everywhere. It's hell on earth. I instinctively duck, feeling a bullet cut through the air inches away. Just then, the codec rings. It's Rose. Do you want to... Jack, what happened to the mission? I'm in the middle of it. Wait, no. How does Ryan sound again? The name's Axel. Got it memorized? Yeah, there's a little bit of a queer tinge to his voice. I'm in the middle of it. Oh, that's right. What is it? Rose hesitated a moment before she spoke. Jack, I need to talk. Talk? Yes, it's very important, and we'll talk about it tomorrow. Why is she telling me now about something she wants to discuss tomorrow? Confused, I put the question to her. Why not now? Rose eagerly said, Alright, I'll tell you. Jack, I'm Alright, just put the phone down on that one. Put the phone the fuck down on that one. A heavy silence filled the air. Finally, Rose seemed to make up her mind. I think I'm gaining weight. I'm getting love handles. What do you think I should do? What should you... I didn't notice at all. Really? But my old skirt is getting kind of tight on me. If it really bothers you that much, why don't you start working out? I'll even join you if you like. That's great. How about jogging? Oh, before I forget, your mission this time is to hold up all the enemies and get to the goal. Good luck. My vision darkened. Just then, I thought I heard someone calling me from far away. The reason for the voice seemed very familiar. Snake! Get out of Solidus's trap! Naughty. Fucking hell, dude. Good load times. Hold up. Hold up all the enemies and get to the goal. The mission will be terminated if you are discovered. Figure out the distance between you and the enemy for a hold-up. Wow. Literally nobody must have been reading these for approximately 30 years now for that fucking typo to have maintained its place. But what? But if I press restart now, it's not going to be any good. Whatever. It was over anyway for this universe. Just another universe with Raiden in it. Destroyed. I did just save. I can do this glitch. Just another universe destroyed. Alright, I have to restart the game now because I couldn't resist doing that. Thank fuck I saved. I'm an idiot. I'm an absolute idiot. Why would I do that? Alright. Snake tails. Load. Yeah. It was number 2, I think. Snake! Get out of Solidus's trap! Wait, we got traps now? Okay. Let's go. I could do that if I were fast enough. Yeah, I definitely could do that. Not that fast. I'm holding square. I was holding square. Okay. Fucking HD remaster controls. Bullshit. I can't do that if I'm fast enough. Okay. What do I have to distract him with? I have an M9. And coolant. Good to know. There was definitely a faster way to do that. There was definitely a faster way to do that. Just destroying universes so I can get a slightly faster time. It's fine, they're all universes with Raiden in them. Oh, hey, Goy. Hello, gamers. I'm Markiplier. Is that what Markiplier says? I feel like even bothering to aim is doing me a disservice. Okay. Bring your fucking balls back here, mate. I'm having to wait anyway. Yeah, fuck it. I mean, that's one way to do it. Hey people, Seth here. Hoping you're having a wonderful day as usual. Whatever, I already got a fucking red time. Rose and I were having dinner at a riverside restaurant. Rose was beautiful this night as usual. A bit of wine had made her already cute cheeks all rosy. I'm gonna throw up in my fucking mouth. Just as the main dish was being served, the Colonel rang up to the table. Raiden, something happened to me last Thursday. Colonel, what's wrong? Were you abducted by aliens again? The Colonel became upset. Aliens? What the hell? There's no such thing as aliens. I highly disapprove. What is it then? Making a visible effort to calm himself, the Colonel began his story. Listen carefully. There's a barley field behind my house. Thursday night, I saw something, many things, flashing in there. When I went to the field the next morning, I discovered that the stalks of barley had been flattened into a huge circular patterns. They were very complex. What do you think? Huh? I was at a loss for words, but Rose answered on my behalf. You know, I think it's some kind of message. Colonel Campbell, it's odd, right? I can't think of anything that would be worse, to be honest, than being cooked by Colonel Campbell. Dude, that was such a messy fucking plotline. It was so dumb. It was just to make Meryl angsty as well. Whatever. The Colonel had a shaky voice. I thought so. I guess I'll need some scissors then. Anyway, your mission this time is to destroy all targets and head to the goal. Stay focused. My vision darkened. Just then, I thought I heard someone calling to me from far away. For some reason, the voice seemed very familiar. Snake! You're caught in Solidus's trap! Get out of VR mode! The USA PS2 translation is dub titly. It's kind of punched up to be, I don't know, more action-oriented. There's an amount of creativity in the writing, which is kinda lame. Ooh. And, like, that's fine if you like it. But you wouldn't really want... If you wanted to play the games in Japanese, I don't see why you would want the dub titles. Because then you're just still playing the English version, but you get to hear a funnier delivery on some things. Or at least a different delivery based on who you're asking. I hate PSG1 missions. I hate them. Come on, you bastard. Ah! Cool. Shit. There you go. Where's the other one? Huh? I hate these ones! So yeah, it's not like it's not like I think I can do better. In fact, translating MGS3 has made me realize just how fucking hard it is, because there's like a character limit. I'm not going to take my psych shot. Please don't make references to MGS4. MGS4 isn't a real video game. It never happened. You can't convince me otherwise. Mate, where is this fucking thing? You bastard. You. Good, 2 combo. Ah, good. That was very fortunate. I can't tell what that image is meant to be. It's too small. Is it a middle finger? Or is it a thumb up? Oh, okay, it's a thumb up. Whatever, I don't like sniper missions anyway. Next stage! Rose and I were taking a walk in the park early one afternoon. The sunlight filtered down through the treetops. We walked to a pond and sat down on a bench. As I put my arm around Rose, somebody jumped out of the pond with an odd squeal. It was Vamp! Pulling out a knife, he threw it directly at us. Protecting Rose with my body, I drew my gun and shot down the knife. I continued firing. A bullet struck Vamp between the eyes, knocking him to the ground. But groaning slightly, he stood back up again. I heard Rose's trembling voice. I don't believe it. How? Licking a trickle of blood with his long tongue, Vamp replied, I died once already. I can't die twice. Rose nodded. Well, I guess it can't be helped then. Squealing again, Vamp lunged toward the pond, landing directly on the pond's surface. He ran across it while yelling, Your mission is to take it. Your mission this time is to take out all the enemies and get to the goal. Go! Now! My vision darkened. Just then, I thought I heard someone calling me from far away. For some reason, the voice seemed very familiar. Snake! Get out of VR! Turn it off! Exit! I wonder what he could possibly want me to do. Like, this is genuinely one of the sickest fucking... sickest what-if pieces of media ever. In fact, I think I prefer this over most Metal Gear. Ooh. Let's see how that one went. I want to try again, but I really dislike how this version of the game controls. Oh my god, what the fuck, dude? I think I can run across that. Darida. When enemies come in, does the enemy count go up? Or do enemies just not come in? I suppose they just don't come in. These poor alternate realities, yeah, I'm sorry. But fortunately they all contain Raiden, so it's okay, isn't it? Oh my god, dude. There we go, making my own Grey Fox hallway. Can't spare backup. Best regards, HQ. That's actually pretty... I appreciate that humor. Alright, fuck it, next stage. Controls are too gay. Rose and I were watching Monster Movie in her bedroom. Suddenly, the screen filled with static. Is it broken? When I got up from the bed, the static-filled television screen began to speak. Raiden, are you receiving? We're still here. The lally lule low, said Rose, in shock. The lally lule low continued. Raiden, you want to know who we are, don't you? I jumped from the bed in surprise. The lally lule low let out something approximating a laugh. Ha, ha, ha. As long as you already know, we're not what you'd call human. But you know what? Toilets get all kinds of stains. Dried urine, yellow stains, water stains. They need constant cleaning, don't you agree? What are you talking about? Just then I heard another voice from the radio, in spite of it being turned off. Raiden, are you receiving? We're still here. Tatty Tute Toad. Tatty Tute Toe, Jack. It's the Tatty Tute Toe, shrieked Rose. The Tatty Tute Toe said, we have some advice for you about those yellow stains. Yeah, Raiden has a different wind pose. It's pretty good. Dude, I'm drinking orange juice. First, lay some toilet paper over the stain, then sprinkle on the detergent. Let it sit for a few minutes, then scrub hard with the paper. What the? As soon as the words left my mouth, the answering machine began to speak. Raiden, are you receiving? We're still here. Irohani no hoheto. Oh no, Jack, what should we do? Rose held onto my arm. I held her as she trembled. The Irohani hoheto. Irohani hoheto. Iroha ni hohe. Can't figure it out. Make sure to pay attention to the rim inside. Look. Wear rubber gloves and use a sponge, a piece of cloth to rub dirty spots you can't reach with a brush. The Tatty Tute Toe continued. It would be a bad idea to use an old toothbrush. It wouldn't be a bad idea to use a bad toothbrush. The Irohani Hoheto spoke up. Don't forget to wipe the outside of the toilet or the floor either. If you leave any urine stains behind, it'll smell later. I yelled a question. What the hell does this have to do with who you are? Nothing, the Lally Lule Lo yelled back. I was floored. So, what's your point then? Three of them answered at the same time. Our point is very simple, the Lally Lule Lo said. This time, the Tatty Tute To said. You're, the Irohani Hohehoto said. Mission, Rose said. To get to the goal without being discovered. Good luck! My vision darkened just then. I thought I heard someone calling to me from far away. For some reason, the voice seemed very familiar. Snake! Get out of VR! Turn it off! Exit! I still don't know what they want me to do. think I remember how to do this one. And I fucked it up. Good. Excellent. That's what I want to do. Actually, could do this. That's faster. Yeah. Sweet. Fucking killer. Holy shit. Nice. Very nice. Jack! Earth to Jack! Rose leaned over the table. Her cocked head looked into my eyes. What's wrong? You looked out of it. I gently stroked Rose's hair and chanted about your eternal beauty. The very funny Jack was starting to loop. By the way, your mission this time is to defuse all bombs. Good luck! My vision darkened just then. I thought I heard someone calling to me from far away. For some reason, the voice seemed familiar. Snake! Get out of the fucking VR! Turn it off! Exit! What if the mission loops? I don't remember. No, it doesn't. Defuse all bombs. The sound of bombs make clues to that location. Oh shit. Oh, they both froze at the same time. That's good. I will actually quit after this one. I just want to get... I just... Listen. VR is fun. Woo! Hey. Okay, I'll exit. I was enveloped in an overpoweringly bright light. The next moment, I was thrown into a huge space with a mysterious lit floor surface. I could hear Otacon's voice. Snake! Snake! Are you okay? I shook my head to clear my mild headache. It felt like I'd been dreaming for a long time. I've completely retaken control of the VR system from Solidus, said Otacon excitedly. That's good. So where's the singularity? I found it! It's right there! You're in the singularity. Now we can start returning the universe to normal. Just then I felt something huge closing on in front of me. A Metal Gear ray emerged from the darkness. Then a second one. Then more. Right after the others. Otacon screamed. It's Solidus! It's Solidus' final attempt to stop us! I need a little more time to finish things on my end, but hold on for a little bit. The Metal Gear ray units closed in. I squared off against them. I'd have to fight until Otacon finished his work. Just one more, Mom. Yeah, but actually though, VR missions are like really fun. Like they're probably the coolest thing. Alright, my favorite Metal Gear is probably Ghost Babel. I thought this was fucking MGS3 for a second then. Whoop. Oh boy, that was a bad mistake. Do I have rations? I have one ration. Alright, that's good. And we good. Yep, okay. I think I'm probably gonna die on this one. Ooh, ration. You son of a bitch! Shit. Oh, fuck. Caught for that one. Whoa, boy. Easy, boyo. Are we for real right now? Oh, shit. Totally intentional. That was a trick shot. Where's the next one? There you are. Oh! Metal Gear Ray is so fucking cool. Where's the next one? There you are. It's fine, I'll take it. Mate, do you mind? Whoa, okay. I think I'm out of luck here. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, boy. Boy, oh, boy. You fucking motherfucker. Come on, buddy. You're done. Good. Ooh, hey. How you doing? Dude, I feel so good at this game right now. Holy shit, that was cool. Holy goddamn. When I came to, I once again found myself in what Solid has called the gap between parallel universes. I heard Otacon's happy voice from somewhere. Snake, we did it! Everything went perfectly on my end. Space has begun to repair itself. Exactly like it was before, I spoke to thin air. Should be. You should be pulled into our universe soon. But it looks like the repairs are occurring sequentially. It could be some time before everything goes back to normal. Snake! Echoed Solidus' angry voice. There was a flash of light. When I opened my eyes, I found myself standing on top of a destroyed Federal Hall, along with Solidus. Solidus drew his swords. I said, just stop! It's over. The universe is repairing itself. No, it's not over. If I manage to kill you here, at least one universe where I survive will be made definite. Stop it! There has to be another way. I'm returning to my universe. I have no intention of interfering with yours. There's no reason for us to fight. Solidus was merely laughed at my words, readying his swords. He fixed me with a piercing, menacing stare. Enough talk. Fight me! Ba-doom. Oh shit. No weapons, no items, 1v1. Federal Hall rooftop. Oh boy. Oh boy. Woo. Shit. Alright, alright. When did I get this? Okay, that was my opportunity. Shh, okay. I can't push my luck. Whoa! Only 3 hits ever. Ah yes, the ending fans wanted instead of Raiden. Amusingly enough, this is used for the graphic novel of MGS2. It's a lackluster and silly as you can imagine. Yeah, I never finished the fucking graphic novel of MGS2, did I? Whoa. Dude. Sonna mono ka. Ooh. Alright. We coming back. Could I? Beating up Solidus with fucking fists is so cool. Like, those digital graphic novels kind of suck, but I really don't like Ashley Wood's art style either. Like, it's meant to be impressionist, but he has no idea of the impression that most of the things in Metal Gear are meant to leave. Like, he draws the fucking SOCOM as, like, the skinniest little M9-looking weapon ever. Like, it sucks. But I think the Psycho Mantis bit from, fucking the MGS1 digital graphic novel was pretty alright. Hey, a Russian. Don't mind if I do. Doshita. Whoa. Woo. Woo. Oh shit. Yeah, it is. Got a good 1-2-4 going on. He just walked up and kicked me. Respect my hitboxes, you prick! Respect my hitboxes! Who do you think you are, Zafina? Oh, fuck. Nice. Ooh. Aw, crap. Hit him with the snake edge. I was gonna quote LTG and say this N-word doing strings, but I feel like I wouldn't be able to come back from that one. Fucking sick, dude. Oh boy. Whew. It doesn't matter if you can. Someone's gonna try and cancel me at some point for it. Come on, dude. Fucking Victor-ass looking motherfucker. Woo! That was a reaction. Yes! Shit. Good. Dude, stop setting me on fire! It's not cool. Oh, the camera's not liking it either. There are points in this boss fight where you can both go off screen. Just because of the HD camera's bullshit. Mate, you have to chill. You have to chill. Fuck. Yep. Yep. Fuck. That was the worst case scenario. Oh. I don't I do. The streams are I put them in the unlisted videos playlist, so there is a playlist of these things. The roll into the fire was hype. This is messed up. Skill only from here on out. Yeah, unfortunately. Sorry, I couldn't pay attention to your commentary. My eyes were like glued to the screen. I thought you had to take out his whole health bar. I did, didn't I? Or did I not? Saldus tumbled from the roof of Federal Hall. I threw my hand out for him, but caught nothing but air. Saldus's body fell in silence. I couldn't do anything but watch. The moment his body hit the ground... Oh, excusez-moi. The moment his body hit the ground, I was enveloped in blindingly powerful light. When the light cleared, I found myself in the hideout. Otacon and Olga stood up in front of me. Otacon raised his hand. Hi, welcome back, Snake. Your return could mean that I'll be the next to go, said Olga. We'll miss you. Olga smiled gently. I'll miss you too, but I have to go. Somebody I want you to see. There's somebody I want you to see. Your kid. Olga looked at me in surprise. What? I don't have any children. Not yet. She lowered her eyes as if embarrassed to say. My husband is waiting for me. Husband? Otacon and I exclaimed in shock. That's right, in my universe. I quickly interrupted her. No, we'd probably be better off not knowing. Olga smiled broadly. A bright light enveloped her body and she was gone. Otacon said sadly, yeah, she's gone. Yeah. Husband. It is a question that people have left after MGS2 that just kind of got forgotten in the turmoil of how bad MGS4 was. Oh, the top one. No. I had to do the stamina bar. And you can do the stamina bar like that in the proper game as well. Hoseband. What the... Oh, husband, yes. Yeah. Now that I think of it, the snake standing in front of me seems different from the snake I know from my universe. It was just as Otacon said. In an uncountable number of parallel universes, there had to be some that were incredibly similar. We hadn't felt anything out of the ordinary, but it was possible that Otacon in front of me was a millimeter taller than the Otacon I knew. Or maybe he didn't like dogs. Perhaps his father was still alive. Olga's husband? That's me. Bro, nah. You don't get tomboys. You don't deserve tomboys. Your name's Bernard. If Bernard couldn't get Annie, you can't get Olga. Yeah, people wondered who her father was. But it's a question that's not meant to really... Well, you're not meant to care for any of the questions that were left open. Because Ryan's meant to continue with... Well... That's spoilers, but yeah, Ryan's meant to... feel out his own life and whatever. Are there any other Squidwards out there I need to know about? Let's see, where was I up to? Maybe he didn't like dogs. Perhaps his father was still alive. and not in the bottom of a pool with its little sister. The memories we thought we shared might have been erased from existence, but there was no way to check for sure. I stood engrossed in thought. Otacon extended an open palm. The snake in my universe owes me $100. Ignoring him, I said, the Otacon from my universe wouldn't be angry if I told him I accidentally broke one of his action figure toys. Otacon's eyes widened in shock. What? Which one did you break? I let out a laugh. Soon both of us were laughing. We realized something. We might not have the same shared memories, and perhaps we'd be going to different universes shortly. But one thing was clear. We were friends. The world filled with bright light. Otacon and I shook hands. When I came to, I was sitting in a chair in the hideout. I looked around the room. It was the same hideout as ever. There was no trace of damage Solidus had caused. Had I returned to just before the whole incident even happened? My path of vision crossed with Otacon, who was sitting across from me. Did we come back? Asked Otacon. Judging from his tone of voice, seems he'd been through a similar experience to mine. But there had to be an uncountable number of universes where nearly the same thing had occurred. I didn't know if this Otacon had been in the same universe with me, and there was no way to check. But I didn't really care. The person sitting in front of me was Otacon. It's all over, said Otacon, stretching. Something occurred to me and I said, Are you sure? What do you mean? I just wonder if it's really over yet. I told Otacon about that I couldn't get out of my head. When I faced Solidus at the end, I really hadn't wanted to fight him. But I did fight, and I killed him. It was as if I hadn't been in control of my own body. Certain things are always going to be more interesting if the audience's mind, never going to be if you deliberately answer it the authors. Yeah, but what if I want all of it? Guess we'll find out. Yeah, but a lot of people don't like that. A lot of people treated it like it was some kind of pre-planned, predestined story, instead of something he was making up as he went along. When unfortunately, the Metal Gear universe has, like, enough for shit like this, or Ghost Babel, or Metal Gear Acid. Like, the property is fertile for so much, and it pretty much only ever got used for Kojima's bullshit, which kind of tired itself out eventually. It was as if I hadn't been in control of my own body. Solidus said the Couplethorne engine in the VR system interfered with parallel universes. What if he was wrong? What if there was another device that allowed one to externally observe and interfere with a parallel universe? You're thinking too much, Otacon said, laughing it off. And anyway, he leaned towards me. Did you say you broke one of my action figures? No, I was just... Suddenly the door opened, and in walked Mei Ling. She looked like nothing had happened to her at all. Hey, check this out! Mei Ling threw us a tabloid she'd brought with her. Dun dun dun! Monster at Big Shell? It's not Galugon. It's fucking... Ginola. Oh, shit. It is. That's really a brilliant ending. I really like that little thing. I really like ending E. It's like each snake tail gets better as it goes along. Pretty sure this is running at 30 FPS, which means it's pre-recorded. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Like, oh man, the whole Ryan and Rose shtick was just excellent. It's like, as much as people like to pretend MGS2 is a self-aware story that is postmodern or whatever, I think ending E outdoes it because it's more honest about the reaction to Metal Gear. It's more honest about the reactions to itself. It's a re-release of the same game instead of being a quote-unquote re-release of essentially the same game in a different context. And Evil Mei Ling is a really hot idea. Like, it's a really hot idea. Evil Mei Ling? Bro. I mean, she is kind of... No, she'd be 18 at that point. She'd be 18, so it's fine. I killed a load of people, I continued a lot of times, and I saved quite a few more. Alright. The Singularity. Riding Tails. Philanthropy's hideout. I had a dream like that once. Anyway, should I run through the subtitling efforts I've done for MGS3 again, or if we kind of run out of steam here? As soon as I ask if we've run out of steam, it probably runs the steam low. Whatever, I'll do it anyway. Pee-pee poo-poo. Pee-pee poo-poo indeed. Oh, for fuck's sake. Hey, nice. Dun 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 dun. Yeah. So... this is the Japanese version of MGS3, but there is a lot in English. Special mode, basic actions, all of these have been translated. Intermediate, I began with translating it, but I kind of started prioritizing the weapon descriptions, which are all translated now. Freshly translated, I've not just been porting over the English versions of everything. Oh, see, look! Yo, what's Mr. Gizo-san typing at the end there? I have no idea. You'll have to find out later. See, I don't like any of Metal Gear, and I'm not new to the Metal Gear series, so what would I press on New Game, really? Snake-Eater, whatever the fuck. Are you sure? See, here's a problem I've had, because I have actually translated all of the text for the loading stuff, but it's all based on the PS2 shit, and I've translated all these lines, like these area names or whatever, but it doesn't seem to want to do shit. Am I sure? Dodoshita. Whatever. Could not find the subtitles for this part. Yeah, I expected myself to have the translations for this ready, just to display, like, the full opening, but I didn't get through all of them, unfortunately. Well, yeah, I guess we'll end it on this as well. These are textures, and I don't know where the textures are. The names and stuff. That's Akiotsuka. I recognize that kanji. Banjo Ginga is one of those. Who is the voice of Liquid and Major Tom in Japanese. So think about this, you could have had an MGS3 where Liquid's voice actor voiced Major Tom.
の男素人か。
リリースポイントに接近中。
降下10分前。
おい、聞こえたか。
玉木を消してマスクを装着しろ。
What are those?
機内の減圧完了。
酸素供給状態確認。
降下6分前。後部ハッチ開きます。日の出です。外気温度摂氏マイナス46度。降下2分前。スタンドアップ。
時速130マイルで落下する。風速冷却での凍傷に注意しろ。
降下1分前。後部に移動せよ。
ベイルアウトボトル作動。
これが記録に残る世界初のヘイロー効果になる。
降下10秒前。スタンバイ。すべて正常。オールグリーン。
降下準備。カウント5、4、3、2、1。
鳥になってこい。
高温を挑む。
The Adidas shoes are just so fucking funny to me. They are inevitably funny to me.
ジャック、よく聞いてくれ。ついに CIA 長官からバーチャスミッションの許可が出た。
バーチャルミッション。
我々フォックス部隊の存在意義をかけたバーチャスミッションだ。これが成功すれば正式に部隊として編成される。
低粛なミッション。忠誠を誓う儀式みたいなもんだな。
気を抜くんじゃない。あくまでも実戦だ。
分かってる。で、その記念すべきミッションの内容は。
約2年前、ソ連のある科学者が西側への亡命を申し出た。我々のモールを通じてな。ニコライ・ステパノビッチ・ソコロフ。ソ連の兵器開発を担当する秘密設計局の一つ、OKB754 の局長であり、東側の兵器開発における第一人者だ。
ソコロフというと、ロケット開発で有名な。
そう、そのソコロフだ。1961年4月12日、ソ連は人類初の有人宇宙飛行に成功した。
地球は青かった。だが神はいなかった。
ああ、そのガガーリン少佐を宇宙へ送り届けたのが A1 ロケット。通称ボストークロケットだ。ソコロフはそこで使用されたマルチエンジンクラスターの完成に最も功績のあった人物とされている。有人宇宙飛行の成功後、ソコロフはロケット開発を離れ、新設された秘密設計局の局長へ就任した。
一技師が設計局の局長に。大した出世じゃないか。なぜ亡命を。
自分が設計開発したものが恐ろしくなったらしい。
恐ろしくなった。
良心の呵責というやつだ。
そのために国も家族も捨てオーバーザフェンスを。
いや、家族も西側で保護するというのが彼の出した条件だった。我々はモールを使って家族を先に脱出させ、間を置かずソコロフ本人にもベルリンの壁を越えさせることに成功した。その亡命作戦の指揮を取ったのがこの私だった。
まだ東側の警備が薄かった頃だ。それで
ソコロフの身柄は保護したが、体力の消耗が著しく、西ベルリンの病院に入院させた。ソ連の設計局から600マイル以上、2週間かかってベルリンまでたどり着いたらしい。まともに口が聞けるような状態ではなかった。そのわずか1週間後だ。あの一大事件が起こったのは。
キューバ危機か。
1962年10月16日、キューバにソ連の中距離弾道弾が配備されつつあるという情報がケネディ大統領のもとへ届けられた。 大統領はソ連へミサイルの解体撤去を要求し、同時に新たなミサイルの搬入を阻止するため海上封鎖を実行すると宣言した。だがソ連はそれには応じず、第二戦備体制を司令、ミサイルを積んだソ連輸送船団も依然キューバを目指し続けた。米ソ両国は全面核戦争への臨戦態勢に突入。一触即発の睨み合いの中、国連緊急安保理事会や非公式の接触を通じた必死の交渉が行われた。そしてついに10月28日、ソ連はキューバからのミサイル撤去に同意。世界は全面核戦争の危機を脱した。だが、ソ連がミサイルを引き上げた裏にはある取引があったんだ。
アメリカもトルコから IRBM を撤去するという話か。
いや、トルコに配備されていたジュピター型 IRBM は旧式で、いずれにせよ撤去される予定だ。
And this is about where I managed to get up to. And you can tell mostly because the lines are starting to break up.
業界の同業者たちへ流すカバーストーリーだったんだよ。
では本当の条件とは？
Sokolov da.
西側に亡命した
If there were a better way to, like, preview them, I could probably get through this a lot faster. And I also translated a little bit of this as well. But nobody cares about these cutscenes. And I already showed that one to begin with. This one has literally no dialogue, but it's one of the best cutscenes in the game, so fuck you. I can't... codec conversations are difficult right now. I don't know what files are working with the codec conversations. I will do this every time I begin to play this game. I will invert the up-down camera in the hopes that it will bother someone. Because that is how I do. Look at them J's! Pop. Waddle, waddle, waddle. And like, when you hear the Japanese, you actually start to realize how awkward the English dubs really are, even though the English dubs of Metal Gear are considered to be like some of the best dubs ever. It's kind of sad. As I said before, translating that's going to be a bitch. Excellent. As you can see, the official English translation is weird. Oh yeah, there's also a mod to introduce crouch walking from MGS3D. I feel like everyone should know this, because everyone bitches about it not being in MGS3's remakes or whatever the fuck. Whee! That's all you're getting. Good night, everybody. MGS5 is pretty alright, but yeah, most of the dubs are average at best. MGS5? You're gonna put MGS5 on the pedestal for Metal Gear dubs? Really? Actually, I do have something else to show. MGS5's dub is... There are instances where there are literally lines out of order. Or like missing lines and stuff. And it's pretty incredible because there's not very many voice lines in the fucking cutscenes. It's strange to me. Yeah, I want to load the debug save. Thank God for debug saves. Go to... After enemy pursuit. So, yeah, I've translated all of these from Fresh. blast fragmentation grenade, hold square to aim, RPG-7, handheld anti-tank rocket. That should be handheld anti-tank rocket launcher, but there's like a severe space consideration. The what are you laughing at? I didn't do anything weird. The European and US version has like far smaller font for this, and that's partially why I needed to retranslate it, and also just because I'm an obsessive prick. And also because I like when you have like the square symbol and you have the word weapon above it. They call that Ruby. 12 gauge shotgun. Hold square to prime, release to fire. A direct hit will send the enemy flying. And you don't get that little piece of flavor text in the English version either. Let's see, what's a good one? I think the cigar one's kind of funny, because it's a window into Japanese culture. Hazardous to your health, so take care not to smoke too much. Mind your manners when smoking, because that's what's important. There's also a cardboard box D somewhere. Oh shit, yeah. That's another mod that's recently become a thing. I even translated these fucking things. I didn't need to do that. I shouldn't have done that, really. But I did. Why would I? If I wanted the game to be played, nobody even fucking knows they have an item description. Who equips those things? Stealth function makes the user turn invisible. Insect repellent ointment. Keeps away hornets and leeches for a limited period. Open window and press confirm to use. And even though it's still X to confirm in this version, it says circle. So I guess their attempts weren't too good with that. Anyway, I even translated the now unused items. A mask in the visage of a monkey. Bandana. I did translate that, but it doesn't seem like the text is coming up. Same with the cardboard box D, but I don't have a cheat that will equip that. Ah, yes. The other two things here. Anesthetic, and you will notice that anesthetic is written with British English. Thank you. And handkerchief, anesthetic handkerchief, yes, written in British English. Torch. Terps soaked white birch torch. Again, dealing with the space concessions for this is a bitch. It is actually the worst. Look at what they did. Look at what they did to my favorite camouflage. Alright, stinky boys, and I'll just fucking create some chaos in here, I guess. Anyway, yeah, thanks for stopping by. Bye, everyone. This probably won't be completed for a while. I might be getting help from some Spanish dude. Come here, bitch. Come here. Stupid bitch. And yeah, it's probably gonna be good. Night, everybody. You're all cool. I guess. Oh, right, yeah. The bandana is also a functioning cheat now. Long-ass bandana. If you want that cheat, I don't know where you can find it. But it exists. Ice me. Cancel this. Cancel myself.